Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Today we're looking at how the different zodiac signs are handling quarantine. Make sure you hit like on this video and let's begin. Dear Aries, I see you're still killing it at work. Even at home when there are boundless distractions and no real reason to change out of your pajamas. But there you are at the crack of dawn, fully dressed and ready to conquer all your meetings. Yes, you are dying inside from the boredom and lack of adventure. But you've decided to not spend your time moping about it. Your home office quickly turns into a home gym. You can't wait for life to go back to normal, but for now, you've got this on lockdown. Dear Taurus, you're really in your element, aren't you? At this point, you're basically single-handedly funding the whole candle industry. What worries you about this whole situation is your financial stability. So you look over your finances 3 times a day. You've cleaned your apartment multiple times over. Home is exactly where you'd like to be, and working from home means more time for Netflix. It's also a perfect time to try experimenting with new recipes. You're not skimping out on meals just because restaurants are closed. You're really not having a bad time out here. Dear Gemini, you are so bored out of your mind right now. Would there be more productive ways to channel it than pranking your siblings? Your screen time has shot up exponentially. 8 hours a day? Yikes. You blame it on all the cat TikToks and phone games that have sprung up during quarantine. The good news is that you've gotten back into skateboarding. You're beating your whole family in video games. And yes, you will blast your music and sing along all around the house. Sorry, not sorry. All of these distractions are to hide the reality that you are slowly going crazy. This quarantine situation is not the vibe. Dear Cancer, it's not like you mind being at home. It's just throwing you off track how quickly things have changed. You can't help but feel extremely ticked off by the current state of things. So you start knitting and crafting up a storm. You start getting sentimental for old friendships and relationships. Your friends appreciate all the funny throwback photos that you've been texting them from your old photo albums. And you've been keeping up with all of them in individual and group FaceTimes. You've bought too many unnecessary but very cute pastel things. You've bought too many clothes that you really wanted online but would never wear post-quarantine. Overall, you could definitely get used to this kind of living. Dear Leo, we get it. This situation sucks. With nowhere to go and no one to see, you don't even know how to go about your day. This is the exact opposite of how you thought 2020 would pan out. And yes, you've complained to anyone willing to listen. Many times over. When you've run out of ears for the day, you head over to the beach. Hey, you've got to get your tan somewhere, right? Your overall energy right now is #pissed off. Your career's taken a total tank. How are you supposed to go to auditions or castings over the internet? Thankfully, everyone you know is healthy right now, and it's finally summer. Please, just let this be over. You are missing the attention and missing your people. This situation really sucks. Dear Virgo, oh, what a stressful time to be alive. As if your daily health maintenance wasn't enough, Now there's suddenly a life-threatening virus to worry about? Well, this is a sign from above that it's finally time to repaint the house. On the rare occasion that you do go out, you go out in full uniform, and 6 feet apart is a must. Yes, you have this kind of face mask. Yes, you also have this kind of face mask. And yes, you also have this kind of face mask. Hashtag flatten the curve. And if I ever need hand sanitizer, I know exactly who to ask. Dear Libra, you resort to self-care and face masks as a form of docile escapism. Your room looks beautiful. Your skin is glowing. You have dozens of outfits lined up and ready to go for when all of this is over. You still put on makeup every day at home. You spend 10 minutes a day restfully meditating. Everything is fine. But no amount of beautification or mental distraction is going to take away the reality of the situation, Libra. You've got to face it someday. Dear Scorpio, now you have a lot more time to finally read those trippy novels. And what better time than now to read about dystopian societies? You're still determined to reach your goals. You've never been more thankful for instant coffee and instant ramen. In 2020, all the modern conveniences are working together to save you time. Recently, you've picked up tarot, and in your free time, you try to predict when all of this will be over. Deep down, you're not minding this too much because you hate most muggles anyway. Although the downside is that they do become even more annoying over the internet. Also, world, what is happening recently? The news out there is driving you crazy. You're seriously shocked. Lastly, you're kind of digging the whole face mask situation. You're already matching your outfits to them. The more of you that's hidden, the better. Don't worry, Scorpio. I won't tell anyone that you're totally chill about the pandemic. Your secret is safe with me. Dear Sagittarius, the good thing is that you're determined to see the silver lining in all these different situations. Your postponed trip means more time for travel planning, which you never actually got around to doing the first time around. You don't hold back telling strangers that they should be wearing masks, and you always have a spare one to offer. You call up all your friends to go hiking or camping. If you can't convince them, you go off happily alone. Not that you needed any convincing of this before the quarantine, but carpe diem. What better experience than this to encourage you to do all of the things on your long bucket list? And just because you can't travel doesn't mean there isn't plenty of adventure nearby to go around. The wise one you are. Dear Capricorn, well, we weren't surprised. Of course you're working your job and making mad bank from not spending any money. And if that wasn't enough, you've also started a side business and you're raking in the cash from that too. More time at home means more time to hustle, and more time to hustle means more in that bank account. You've also brushed up on your foreign languages and even picked up some new ones. Good for you, Capricorn. In your non-existent free time, you've also somehow reread the entire Harry Potter series. You still can't decide which character is your favorite. You'll put down your phone to get lost in a good old book. You're willing to work your way through any tough situation. Something like this isn't going to stop you. Not even a chance. The only real change is that you have a bottle of hand sanitizer in each room. Your friends and family are a little bit concerned about your robotic work ethic. Has there ever been a time in your life where you haven't been working your butt off? Maybe now would be a better time than ever to finally just learn how to relax. Dear Aquarius, how did you think to dye your hair that color? and why? You've brought back your fandom on Tumblr. You've temporarily gone into full dork mode. You've actually been waiting for an opportunity to socially isolate like this for ages. It's like the universe read your mind. It really is the age of Aquarius. You're fully living in your own space case world now. You've finally caught up on 10 years of missed sleep. You take joy in wearing clashing outfits around the house. It accentuates your hair. You started making weird TikToks, and none of this strikes you as weird or peculiar. But don't go too far, Aquarius. Just because society and socializing is temporarily put on pause doesn't mean it's gonna be like this forever. What are you gonna do when everything goes back to normal? How in the world are you gonna explain that hair? Dear Pisces, you've cried a river about the possibility of the entire world coming to a crashing end. Although the possibility somehow became more expanded in your head, you suddenly feel the urge to hang out with your puppy 24/7. Yes, you're the one posting all those aesthetic picnic photos on Instagram. All this isolation is doing an even worse job of keeping you grounded to reality. You are quite depressed at what's happening, but what's new? At least all these turbulent emotions are inspiring you to make some dank art. And once you get into your creative zone, you realize how little time you've had for these things before the pandemic. And suddenly, just like that, you're kind of okay with the whole situation deep down. You're confused at these conflicting emotions. It's okay, Pisces. Just hang in there until all of this is over. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. These portrayals of the different zodiac signs are exaggerations. I've gotten a lot of comments feeling like you don't fit your zodiac sign or feeling like you don't like your zodiac sign. We all have multiple of these zodiac elements in each of our charts. I'm gonna make a video explaining all of that. If you have any requests too or suggestions for your zodiac sign, I'd love to hear them. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. You can also find me on Instagram and ask me questions there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you real soon.